Hey, grade 8, so we're going to talk about 5.1, which is the system of linear equations. So today we'll talk about unique solutions and what system of linear equations are. So the simplest thing that you can take away from system of linear equations is that we're used to having only one variable to solve, right? For example, we have x plus 7 equals to 2x minus 3. And then we can solve for x here, right? So let's say we're going to subtract x on both sides. That would be 7 equals x minus 3. And then add 3 on both sides. We get x equals to 10. So what if we have two unknown variables? So let's say we don't know what x is, we don't know what y is as well, and let's say x plus y equals to 20. Alright, so it's just saying a number plus another number equals to 20, right? And that's very generic. So we have to come up with something that will help us to find x and y. So let's do this. Try to solve for y. And it doesn't help, right? It's 20 minus x. We don't even know what x is. The same thing when we solve for x. It doesn't help a lot. So what system of linear equations, how they help us is that when you have two unknowns, you need two equations. So we're gonna find out today why that is true. Alright, so hold on to that. Two unknowns means we need two equations. If you don't know what x is, or if you don't know what y is, you need to have two equations with x and y so we can solve each of them. So here's an example already. It says a bottle of water and a taco cost $3. The cost of 3 bottles of water is $1 more than the cost of a taco. Let x be the price of a bottle of water and y be the price of a taco in dollars. The related system of equations and tables of values are below. So let's back up a bit. What I want you guys to do when you see word problems like these, I want you to do this step by step. First step, identify the variable. So in this case, they say x is the price of a bottled water, and then y be the price of taco in dollars. Alright, and then the second step would be to come up with an equation, right? So this is the first step. Second step, write equations. Again, we do have two unknowns. That means we need two equations. So the first one says a bottle of water and a taco cost $3. So we know a bottle of water. So let's say that is x, because we define that there, and means plus a taco, so y equals to $3. Okay, and they gave us another equation here. It says the cost of 3 bottles of water is $1 more than the cost of a taco. So the cost of 3 bottles of water, so 3x, is $1 more than the cost of a taco. So they say equals to y plus 1. So we know that 3x is equal to y is the cost of taco plus $1, right? The $1 more. Alright, so we have both of these equations here. And here, they put it as 3x minus y. So we are just going to move the y to the other side. Subtract y on both sides. So it will be 3x minus y equals 1. I didn't need to put the dollar sign there. But these are in dollars, all of them. Okay, so they ask us to find x and y. So what you can do is to set up a table that will allow you to find these values. Write these out. So for the first equation, it asked 3x minus y equals to 1, right? So I would suggest just set up a table like this, and then list x on the top and then y on the bottom, and just start plugging in x values, right? So if we say x equals to 1, and then we solve for y, then y is 2. And then if x is 2, y is 5. Okay? And then we're going to do that to the other side. So at 2, 5, we got it correctly. Okay. And then for this one here, a number plus another number equals to 3. So here, if x is equal to 1, then y will be 2. And then if x is equal to 2, then y would be 1. Right? So they say only the pair of values x equals to something and y equals to something appear in both tables. So what do they have in common? So we see 1 and 2, right? So that's your answer, 1 and 2. So the solution to the system of equation is 1 and 2. X equals to 1 and y equals to 2. So the cost of a bottle of water is $1. And the cost of a taco is $2. Okay. So whatever they have in common, that's your answer. Because it means that they have common, if you plug in 1, you get something out. The same thing, right? So we know that x is equal to 1 and then y equals to 2. Not hard, right? It's pretty easy. So make sure you know how to do these steps. And we're gonna do another example here. Okay, you just looked at that one. But we can do it together. Okay, so for number 2, they gave us x plus y equals to 6. And then they gave us x plus 2y equals to 8. So they ask to make tables of values. X and y are positive integer. And then it says for each linear equation, list in a table enough values for x and y to obtain a solution. Remember that they must be positive integers. Okay, so we're going to build a table. So if x equals to 1, that means y equals to 5, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. Okay. Could do 6, 0 as well. We could also do 0, 6. Because 0 is a whole number. Okay, x, y. If we plug in 0 for x, then y is 4. If we plug in 1 for x, 7 over 2. They say x and y have to be positive integers. So this is not a positive integer. So it must be 2. So 4, hold on. So 2, 6, 3, and then 3 doesn't work because that'd be 5/2. And then 4 would work. 5 wouldn't work. 6 would be 1. And then 8 would be 0. Alright. So, do you guys notice any common pairs here? Ah, I see one of these. So yeah, there's this one solution. So that means when x equals to 4, y equals to 2. That's our solution. So when x equals to 4, y equals to 2, in both of these equations, which is cool, right? So yeah, do the same for number 3. And then you will get x equals to 4 and y equals to 4. Okay, so we're going to do some examples in class today and practices, so I'll see you guys. Bye.